everyone, a very warm welcome to Smile Kids channel. Now let us learn rules of Roman numerals. Roman numerals were used in ancient Rome. In Roman, we say 1 as I. We say 5 as V. We say 10 as X. We say 50 as L. We say 100 as C. We say 500 as D. And we say 1000 as M. Let us see rule number 1. Rule number 1. When a symbol appears on the right side of a larger symbol, it is added. Let us see an example. XI. X means 10 and I means 1. I is on the right side of X, so we should add. 10 plus 1 is equal to 11. Similarly, VI. V means 5 and I means 1. Here also I is on the right side, so we should add. 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. Rule number 2. Rule number 2. When a symbol appears on the left side of a larger symbol, it is subtracted. Let's see an example. IX. I means 1 and X means 10. Here I is left side of X, so we should subtract. 10 minus 1 is equal to 9. Similarly, IV. I means 1 and V means 5. Here also I is on the left side of V, so we should subtract. 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. Rule number 3. Rule number 3. The same symbol is not repeated more than 3 times. Now let's see an example. XXX is equal to 30. For 40, we will not write X, 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 X. It is not accepted. For 40, we write XL. So, same symbol is not repeated more than 3 times. Rule number 4. Rule number 4. The symbols V, L and D are never repeated. Now let's see an example. We write XXX for 30, but we don't write VVV or LL or DD. This is not accepted. So, symbols V, L and D cannot be repeated. Rule number 5. Rule number 5. The symbols V, L and D are never subtracted. Now let's see an example. Ix we can subtract 1 from 10, but we cannot subtract v from x. It is wrong. So this rule says us the symbols v, l and d are never subtracted. Rule number 6. Rule number 6. When symbols are placed next to each other, we first identify the basic symbol and then add or subtract the other symbol. Now let's see an example. In V is the basic symbol. So we add I to it. V is 5 and I is 3. So VIII is equal to 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Similarly, XVI. X is the basic symbol which is 10. VI is 6. 10 plus 6 is equal to 16. Rule number 7. Rule number 7. A smaller symbol between two greater symbols gets subtracted from the numeral on its right. Now let's see an example. C and X are greater symbols, but I is smaller symbol. Here I is between two greater symbols. So we should subtract I from the right numeral, which is X. So 100 plus 10 minus 1 is equal to 109. Do you know what about 0 in Roman number system? Roman numbers do not have a symbol for 0. You heard it right. Roman numbers do not have a symbol for 0. It's practice time. Write the Roman numerals for the following numbers. We can write 7 as VII. We can write 12 as XII. We can write 9 as IX. We can write 15 as XV. We can write 4 as IV. We can write 28 as XXVIII. Write the Hindu-Arabic numerals for the following Roman numerals. We can write XV as 15. We can write XII as 12. We can write XXXIX as 39. We can write XXVIII as 28. We can write XXXIV as 34. We can write XIX as 19. Thank you. Hope you like this video. If you find this helpful, do like, share, comment, and for all the more updates on all the learning needs, subscribe our channel Smiley Kids.